Lil Meech shuts down Big Meech. A deep dive into the explosive fallout that's tearing the BMF legacy apart. In a shocking twist that's rocked the hip-hop community and sent waves through the streets of Atlanta to the heights of Hollywood, Lil Meech has not only turned his back on a man who helped build his acting career, 50 Cent, but has now publicly shut down his own father, Big Meech, in what fans are calling the most heartbreaking betrayal of the BMF legacy. What started as a private disagreement exploded into public drama after Lil Meech was spotted at Rick Ross' mansion, despite Ross being a known enemy of 50 Cent. Big Meech, watching from behind prison walls, couldn't keep silent. He voiced his disappointment, condemning his son's actions as a betrayal to 50 Cent, the man who gave BMF its TV life. But in a jaw-dropping response, Lil Meech made it crystal clear. He's not with 50 anymore, and he's living life on his terms now. This is the full, uncensored, and emotionally charged story of a dynasty at war with itself. Let's rewind for a second. Before BMF was a star-studded TV hit, before 50 Cent brought it to stars and made Lil Meech a household name, BMF was a movement. Founded by Demetrius Big Meech Flannery and his brother Southwest T, Black Mafia family, became one of the most legendary drug empires in American history. It was lavish, dangerous, and full of loyalty, or so we thought. Fast forward to the early 2020s. Big Meech is behind bars, serving a 30-year sentence. But his name lives on. 50 Cent, never one to miss a power move, decides to bring the BMF story to television. And instead of casting a random actor, he handpicks Lil Meech, Big Meech's real son, to play the role of his father. That decision would launch Lil Meech into fame and fortune. He became the face of a legacy. But now, that legacy is in flames. The fire started when rumors began circulating about tension between 50 Cent and Lil Meech. It wasn't clear at first. Whispers in the shadows, subliminal posts, misappearances, and growing distance. But everything blew wide open when a video surfaced, showing Lil Meech chilling at Rick Ross' lavish estate in Georgia. Not just a casual visit. They were laughing, sipping, living it up. For most people, that might not mean anything. But in the world of hip-hop beef and street codes, this was nuclear. Rick Ross and 50 Cent have been at odds for years. It's not your average rap beef. It's deep personal, and it's spilled into courtrooms, business deals, and social media wars. So when Lil Meech, the product of 50 Cent's vision, was caught cozying up with Rosie, that wasn't just disrespect. It was war. And that's when Big Meech decided to step in. Word from inside prison walls traveled fast. Big Meech issued a statement, reportedly through a close family member, expressing his heartbreak and disappointment. According to sources close to the family, Meech called his son's actions a betrayal not just of 50, but of everything BMF stands for. He emphasized that without 50, there will be no show, no fame, no platform. You don't turn your back on the one who gave you the shot, he allegedly said. That's not how I raised you. But Lil Meech? He wasn't here for fatherly advice, at least not this time. In a move that left fans speechless and supporters of Big Meech in disbelief, Lil Meech took to Instagram Live just days after the controversy erupted. His words were cold, calculated, and unapologetic. "Look, I respect my pops, but I'm grown now," he began. "I'm not riding nobody's wave no more. I appreciate what 50 did, but I'm doing me. This is my life. I'm not BMF, I'm Lil Meech." Boom. Just like that, he drew a line in the sand. No more pretending. No more playing the son of the king. He wants his own crown. Fans were divided instantly. Some called him brave for stepping out of the shadow. Others accused him of biting the hand that fed him. Not once, but twice. First 50, now his own father. The internet was ablaze with reactions. "How you gonna play 50 like that after he put you on?" one fan commented. Another posted, "This man just disrespected Big Meech. We done with him." But let's take a deeper look at the psychology behind this drama. Lil Meech grew up without his father. Big Meech went to prison when he was still a kid. The world saw him as the prince of BMF. But the truth is, he was mostly raised by his mother and the streets. When 50 Cent entered the picture, it was like Big Meech got to reconnect with his son. Through television, the show became their bond. But somewhere along the way, fame changed the dynamic. As Lil Meech got more attention, more roles, more money, he started seeing himself not as a reflection of his father, but as a man with his own identity. Hanging out with Rick Ross wasn't just about alliances. It was a statement. He's not Team 50. He's not Team Meech. He's Team Lil Meech. Still, shutting down his father? That's heavy. According to insiders, the private conversations between father and son since the fallout have been tense. One close associate of the Flannery family even suggested that Big Meech is considering cutting ties altogether. He feels betrayed, the source said, not just as a father, but as a man who trusted his son to carry the legacy with honor. The tension has also affected the BMF series. With Season 4 in limbo and 50 Cent reportedly distancing himself from the young star, it's unclear whether Lil Meech will return in the lead role. In fact, industry rumors hint that 50 is considering recasting or even ending the show early. And if that happens, that's a wrap for Lil Meech's Hollywood ride. At least the 150 gave him. It's worth noting that Lil Meech isn't entirely alone. Some younger fans and influencers have rallied behind him, praising his independence. He's breaking the cycle. One TikTok user posted, "You don't have to be your father. You can be better." Others argue that maybe 50's control over the brand was suffocating. He used that boy to sell a story and now expects loyalty forever? That ain't it.